Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, oh boy, do we have a very interesting show, the continuation of the Flash saga out there for you good people out there. Let's go ahead and get right on into it here. From the good people out at the Hollywood Reporter THR, for those in the know out there, with, let's see, Boris Kitts and Aaron Couch out there. Yes, indeed. Ezra Miller. Oh, goodness. Ezra Miller meets with Warner's leadership in The Flash. Of course, correct. It's an exclusive there at THR. The meeting on the Burbank lot between the actor, their agent, and Warner's Michael DeLuca and Pamela Adby sought to quell concerns over the star's arrests and multiple controversies out there. Yes, indeed. And, this is their promotional picture that they decided to put up there. I don't. Hey kids, why don't you come on down and go see the Flash with this a guy that you might see panhandling on the side of the street there. Probably sooner rather than later out there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it here. Let's see. This was one of the most consequential weeks in DC history. Well, that is a declaratory statement right there at the very first sentence. Now, Warner Brothers Discovery seems to have found the executive to lead that division's film and TV efforts. There were funeral screenings for the canceled Batgirl movie. And the moving of major tentpoles Aquaman and The Lost Kingdom, and Shazam! Fury of Gods, revealing the shifting sands under the newly acquired studio. Warner Brothers was bought out by Discovery a couple months back there, so they're getting their strategy here together. Amid the bustle this week on Burbank's locks, one could have easily missed a pair of figures walking around the office and heading to a meeting of the highest order. But that's what Ezra Miller, the star of Warner's high-profile DC movie The Flash, and their agents, CAA's Scott Mettinger, did on Wednesday, the same day a Batgirl screening took place. Miller, who uses they-them pronouns, for crying, he could call himself the King of England. Bear does not care. Let's see, Miller and Mettinger met with the Warner Brothers film chairs Michael DeLuca and Pamela Adby to discuss not only how to stay on the course for the Flash's June 23rd, 2023 release date, but to reaffirm their commitment to the movie as well as apologize for bringing negative attention to the production and the company, and probably get some of that sweet cash there as well. Over the past 2 years, Miller has been at the center of arrest and controversy, culminating with the actor posting a mea culpa on August 15th, saying that he for crying out loud, this is why we have terrible sentence structure here, people. Bear apologize. Saying that he was seeking help for mental health issues, including not being able to put together a sentence. Said the actor at the time, I want to apologize to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. With the underage teenagers there on your pot farm in upstate Virginia there with all those automatic weapons. Yes, allegedly out there. According to sources, Miller vowed to seek help after learning that DeLuca and Adby were considering all options for the Flash. By the way, we've talked about that in the past. Bear will try and link some of the other videos down there in the description there. Let's just go ahead and get into it here. It says, including scrapping the $200 million movie if things further devolved with Miller. They also had 3 options out there. They had scrapping the movie. Bear thought probably a good idea to go ahead and scrap the movie, even if it's easy to say when you don't have $200 million lying around. By the way, if you actually have $200 million lying around, just let Bear know. He could use to clean up the cave here, kind of straighten things up. They also had, they were going to scrap the movie. They were also going to possibly do some reshoots, basically take Miller out and replace him with somebody else out there, or they were going to go ahead and do the movie. Crazily enough, put Ezra Miller out there on the press release or press circuit out there, and cross fingers and hope for the best. Not sure if that's the way to go, but we will see. We will see. While the actor is said to not have minded the stream of bad headlines, they were spooked by the notion of the film getting cancelled and jolted to take action. It says one source. Sources say, of course. Care. For crying out loud, the stupid sentence structure. He cares about the Flash. It's one of his favorite characters to play. By the way, does that sound like something that Ezra Miller might actually be concerned about or saying? Or would that might be possibly his agent losing out on all that sweet cash out there, trying to gather together the best situation that he can? One would say the latter, probably. Details of the meeting were not revealed, but it's the first time that Miller had spoken with DeLuca and Ebby, who took over, running the film division at the beginning of July and inherited a DC slate in various stages of post-production. The actor was apologetic and affirmed their commitment to both getting care and to the production. Again, that probably sounds like their agent and rather not Miller out there. Warner's had no comments, and Miller's representatives could not be reached for comment. So where the heck? This is why we have to put on our little detective hat out there. Put it on there and try to figure out what the heck's going on here. Where is THR trying to get some of their exclusive material there? Warner isn't commenting on it, so let's go ahead and take their word on that one there. Miller's representatives, we doesn't say really who could not be reached for comment. So, based on the article, using your own judgment out there, where does that kind of lie? Do you think Warner Brothers put out this material, or do you think maybe what was his name? Ezra Miller's people might have put out that material, maybe to help kind of soften the landing out there, kind of juice up some of the stuff there in town. Oh, well, we got the Flash movie out there. We might as well put Ezra Miller in there. Maybe a little bit more on the latter there. Probably Warner's didn't come out and have anything to say. They were enjoying their Batgirl screening there. Probably enjoying themselves with that. What do you do with a funeral service for Batgirl? Do you just kind of do you put the negatives into like a casket out there, and just kind of lower it into the ground there and kind of shovel it over, never to be seen again? Maybe. You never know. You never know. The movie comes as work on The Flash, directed by Andy. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Muschietti? We'll go with Muschietti out there. Moves full steam ahead with Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, the Z-Man out there, not wavering on its release date, even as Warner's this week pushed back Shazam, Fury of the Gods, out of 2022, and Aquaman 2, back from March 2023 to Christmas of that year. And they go on to say Aquaman's push was due to the long runway needed to complete the intensive and complex visual effects, and possibly maybe replacing one of the actresses in the movie, possibly, maybe. While Shazam departed a date that was a week away from the juggernaut Avatar Way of the Water. That's probably going to make a bundle of money. Next week, composer Benjamin Wallfish will be leading a scoring session at Abbey Road Studios in London. Sources say visual effects work continues and could be done by the end of the year. So, based on all of this information here, looks like they're going to put out a Flash film of some sort or another. A Bear thought, gosh, there's no way that they could put out this stuff with the crazy lead actor. That they're going to go ahead and do it. Now, the question might be, kind of with all this sorts of stuff, is Ezra Miller going to be in there? The article seems to want to push in that direction, or could they replace him? Again, they're going with the original release dates. They might not have a whole lot of time to replace him, but they still could. They still could. After months of upsetting headlines about Miller, the terrible guy, the poor guy out there, The mood regarding The Flash is more hopeful on the lot than it's been in some time. Even if the movie still has a ways to go before its release, still it's been receiving some of the highest scores and test screening since Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight movies. Sources once again say, of course, if you're at Warner Brothers there, of course you want to put out the best. You always see this in some of the movies when they're doing some of their promotional material. Oh, the funniest movie of the year. Oh, the funniest movie of the decade. Oh, the best action movie of 2020. Ah, it's the best ever. And then you go see it, and it's like, it's okay, it's all right. Probably the same thing going on here. A lot of a puffery going on there, trying to get everybody to say, hey, The Flash might not be actually that bad with this crazy guy in the lead there. And executives and creatives believe they have a critical and box office hit on their hands that lives up to those scores, sources once again say. Once again, probably a mixture. Again, you've kind of got to read between the tea leaves, read between the lines here, kind of what's going on here. Okay, who was it that sourced this material to the Hollywood Reporter? How is that going to affect a certain factions within Warner Brothers and that sort of stuff? So once again, it looks very interesting, a very interesting kind of situation going on here. Is the Flash dead? Is the Flash alive? It looks like it might actually still be alive. Crazily enough, Beer sometimes goes out on a limb and says, this Flash movie that's never going to come out. Well, according to sources say, they're going to be composing the music in there and visual effects as well. So we will see. We shall see, people. We will continue. Once again, Beer cannot claim. God, that's a crazy picture. Beer cannot claim ownership over it, but someone said a while back, Warner Brothers, they've got all the, drama, excitement, backstabbing, craziness, the highs, the lows, all sorts of stuff. They just wish that they would put it into their movies instead of, the drama just on the lot there as well. So, very, very interesting. God, that's a weird picture. Anyways, a very interesting article here from the Hollywood Reporter. Looks like maybe the Flash might be back on. We'll see. We'll see, people here. Hopefully you'll stay tuned to Beer out there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together, people. Yes, indeed. All right, well, you know what? All of this talk about the Flash has made Beer hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrrr. Humans, thank you for watching this video. If you wish to have more, please like and subscribe. And don't forget that bell for notification. It would please Bear very much. You don't want to see Bear bad, do you? Grrrr.